Hi friends, it's Maud here again and welcome to your Yoga for Grief or Loss class. First of all, before we start, I want to commend you and acknowledge you for showing up, for being here. Sometimes getting to a place where you feel you can be yourself and secure and safe in this very meaningful part of your life, maybe a very critical or pivotal part of your life where you're going through a grief or loss, is half the battle won. And so I just want to acknowledge the fact that you are here. Grief is a very individual experience. Loss is a very personal and unique experience. And not everybody goes through grief and loss in the same way. But I also want to point out that grief can come in different shapes. It could be grief as in the loss of someone, the loss of a loved one. It could also be the loss of a life that you thought you would have, the loss of a beloved animal, a loss of a thing that you had for a meaningful time in your life that you perhaps no longer have. There is this place of loss. And so whatever that looks for you today, I acknowledge you and you're doing the right thing. We are going to use the body to move any energy that should not stay within, and we kind of just let it out. And so whatever comes up today, honor that. If you want to cry, cry it out. If you want to laugh, laugh it out. If you'd rather just not move, hit pause and just do whatever it is that you feel like doing. That would be comfortable for you today and that would make sense for you today. Prop-wise, I would encourage you guys to use a blanket or bolster. I also would, and if it's only something that would be beneficial to your practice, to have a piece of belonging or a picture of the someone, the thing, the life, the symbol that was once there, that you are having to accept or let go or manage or make peace with. In my case, it's a picture of my mom, and so I'm going to use it today. And when I practice, she will be here and I will feel her presence, and hopefully that is something that will help you in your practice today. If for some reason you would just forgo of that and that doesn't help you, it is not needed. But for me, I will just put it right here in the corner of my mat. That way she's with me and I am with her. So grab your blanket, please. Place it underneath your bum. So we're gonna start in a seated position. So however that seated position looks to you right now, whether it's seated crisscross or seating on a block or whatever it is that you have, just try to feel comfortable and have a little bit of lift of your hips above the knees to just encourage the natural curve of the spine. And so we really want to take our time here to land. So I invite you guys to close your eyes. And if that's too much, if too much stuff comes up when you close your eyes so that you lose focus, just keep your eyelids heavy or look down towards the floor or the ground, relaxing your shoulders, reminding yourselves that you are here for a reason. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, open the mouth and sigh it out. Feel that weight leave your body. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through nose. And exhale a sigh. If that made sense to you, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, I invite you to keep doing that. Otherwise, breathe in any way that makes sense for you today. As long as we're conscious about it. Feeling this energy come in the body as we inhale. And as we exhale, feeling the release, whatever it is that you may be feeling today. Try to utilize the body as a vessel and as a channel to slowly release stuff that may otherwise be harmful, heavy, or maybe even hurtful if you were going to keep it inside. Inhale in. Exhale out. And with your eyes closed or with a soft gaze, just take 2 more breaths like that, putting a lot of intention and attention to the heart space. Have your palms together at heart center, thumbs touching your chest, and give yourselves a nice gentle bow. Head towards your hands. It's like an expression of honor right here for our time, respect for our bodies and our minds, for everything that it's going through. Place your left hand on your heart, and then place your right hand on top of your left hand. And with your eyes closed, maybe with your head bent low, we're just going to rock left and right. I am actually going to grab my mom's picture, put it in my heart. If you have that piece of belonging that reminds you of your loved one, or that thing, that totem, whatever it is that you may have, you can place it on your chest and your heart space and just rock left and right. I invite you to move with love. This right here with our hands on our chest, the heart space, is a reminder that no matter how lost we feel, no matter how sad we feel, perhaps maybe even angry and frustrated, there's a lot of love in there. And if you feel something else, just honor that, whatever it may be. Just do a couple more rocks left and right. And slowly come back to center. You can place that belonging or that picture aside. And as you inhale, open the arms to the side, palms facing forward. And as you exhale, give yourselves a hug. Right arm on top of the left. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, left over right. If you haven't noticed, this is an expression of love and acceptance. Hugging it in. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, left over right. One more time, just like that. Inhale. Exhale, right over left. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, left over right. Interlace your fingers. Open the palms to the front of you, stretching the arms, aligning your spine, feeling the prana, the chi, just flow up and down without any effort. Being fluid with the breath really helps remove some stuff out. And if that's not easy for you today, that is fine. You're doing your best. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, send your arms to the right. Feeling that stretch on the left side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms up. Plant your right arm down, right hand down. Exhale, bring the left arm to the right. Inhale, rise with hope. Plant your left hand down. Exhale, arms to the left, the right arm rather. Inhale to release. Exhale, you plant. Inhale, you rise the arm. Exhale, you bend. Just going to keep going with this a couple of times. You'll notice right away, if it's hard for you to feel fluid in your breath, it's also hard for you to feel fluid in the movement. And slowly come back to center. Palms together, thumbs touch your chest. Again, one nice gentle bow. Place your hands on your thighs or your knees and then switch the shins if they were crossed. We're going to do these torso circles, starting with the right shoulder coming towards your left knee. Going with the breath. As you come down, perhaps you exhale. As you come up, perhaps you inhale. Or maybe you reverse the breath in that order. Whatever feels good to you. A lot of times, when I have had my experiences of grief, and I have had plenty, there's a lot of times I feel stuck and stagnant. Reverse the direction. So my aim here, even in just this torso circle, is to allow this thing that you could just be stuck with, this idea, this emotion, this mental state, to perhaps move. And we dilute it with the movement. And that's not to say we don't want to acknowledge it, or that we just deny it. We want to close our eyes blind and deny it. It's not that. It's looking at it like a cloud and letting it pass and not letting it dictate too much of our day. Not letting it feel stuck. One more circle. Just not letting it perpetuate. It becomes this big thing that we can no longer handle. So we just kind of want to keep moving there. And like I said, using the body as a vessel for that. Come to center. We're going to find a nice twist right here. So lift your arms up overhead. And as you exhale, place your right hand on your left thigh, left hand behind you like a kickstand. Before we twist the body all the way to the left, I want us to really open our chest towards your left knee. And then slowly using that right hand as a leverage, twist your torso. Be soft in the back of the neck. Remember the good times. Invite any positive energy, positive memories right now that will make you smile or at least feel a little bit uplifted. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, plank the hands first. Lengthen the spine towards that knee. And then exhale, turn towards the right. Last breath, inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful. Come to the center. Release your right leg out and bring your left heel in. And we're just going to turn our right palm out and slide our arms towards that right shin, that right foot, just going up and down. The key here is fluidity and to not feel obstructed or restricted. You want to be thinking about things you want to allow, hope, allow moving forward. Also allow just feeling all the feels without denying ourselves. What truly is the medicine that we need. And now a lot of times yoga, meditation, breath work, movement helps. One more time, just going in and out. Just slide that right arm. Stop right there. Twist your body towards the left. In any way you can, lift your left arm up If this feels comfortable, do so. Otherwise, you can also just get that crux of your inner elbow onto your temple. Drop your head, your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then pause right here. Last breath, inhale. And then exhale, slowly release. Kickstand the left hand. Once again, right hand on your left thigh, finding a twist here. Inhale. And then exhale. Twisting to the left. Just plant your left hand outside your left hip. And on an inhale, slowly rise. A little bit of squeeze in the glutes to open up the hips. Lift your right arm down. Exhale, plant your glutes and turn the body towards your right foot. You don't have to reach out for it, but just turn your body towards it to find this twist. Plant the left hand, inhale, slowly rise. Getting some movement in here. Exhale, turn and twist. Doesn't have to be super deep. Plant the hand, inhale, rise. Exhale, plant the glutes. Please move at a pace that feels comfortable to you. I invite you to, again, even close your eyes or just get your eyelids heavy. Keep that soft gaze. Turn your visual inward as opposed to outside. One more time, inhale. Stop right here and just do these nice and juicy shoulder rolls. The right side. Perhaps 2 in one direction, 2 in the other, dropping your ear to your shoulder. And then slowly coming down, twisting the body towards your foot. Inhale. And then exhale. We're going to be here for 3 breaths. If you'd rather have a block underneath your forehead, please do so. I'm not spending a lot of time here, but take advantage of this time. Let the breath dialogue with the movement. Inhale. And then exhale. Peel your forehead away from the prop if you had one. And just bend that right leg and lengthen that left leg long. And again, already feeling spacious in the chest, turn your left palm up. And then just slide the arm down that foot. Slide the arm back. Keep moving with the breath. In the same way we keep moving with life. At some point in our lives, we do encounter loss. And like I said, it could be a someone, it could be a something, it could be a beloved animal. Whatever that is, it almost amplifies the fact that we are human. It's not something that we can avoid. And it's definitely not something, in a lot of times, that we can 100% control. Because that's just how life is. It's a series of lessons. One more time. Slide the hand towards the foot. Take the time to inhale, right arm up. Plant the inside of the right elbow in your temple, dropping your head to your shoulder. Whatever shape it is you're taking right now, that's not like this. As long as you're doing something, you're bending towards your left side, that's enough. And I really mean it. I really want to acknowledge you guys for just showing up here. Wherever you may be. Inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful. Slowly release. Find your twist on this side. Left hand towards, on top of your right thigh. Kickstand the right hand. Feel supported. Inhale. And exhale, twist towards the right. Last breath. And as you release, just drop your right hand outside your right thigh. And then inhale, push your hips forward using the glutes. Just lift your left arm up. Exhale, quietly plant the glutes, turn towards your left leg. Again, it doesn't have to be a deep twist. Right hand down, inhale, rise. Exhale, plant the booty down. twist. Beautiful. 2 more times, just like this. Exhale, reach. 1 more time. Last hurrah here. And do those 2 big circles in one direction with that left shoulder. And then exhale. Reverse. Hopefully you guys feel a change in how you're breathing and how the body is responding to this movement. Turn the body towards that long left leg. You can grab that block once again, or can you forgo it too? Just inhale right here. Then exhale, find your bow, your reverent bow. Perhaps sharing some positive words right here. Last breath, inhale. And then exhale. Slowly come up. Grab your bolster or your big pillow. I invite you to come into cobbler pose, or Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet are together, the knees are out. Grab this pillow or this bolster. Place it in front of you. Hug this prop or this bolster. In my case, I can prop my chin up. I can turn my hand to the side. Whatever works for you right now. Just hug something. Perhaps you rock back and forth. Perhaps you go back to rocking left and right. Whatever it is, just move the body in little ways, small ways. These small movements can mean so big in our heart space, can make a huge difference in our emotions. And so with your eyes closed, your eyelids heavy, find this nice intentional movement. And since you're hugging something, and let that be symbolic of perhaps the love of that person, the thing, the animal that you may have lost or that you are accepting. And slowly come to center. Please set that bolster aside. Find a nice child's pose. Knees apart from each other, toes towards each other. Relax your elbows down. Drop your head, child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Drop your palms, plant your palms. Lengthen your arms, elbows away from the mat. And on your next inhale, just shift the body forward, open the heart, whatever that looks like. Exhale, slowly come back to child's pose. You can tuck the toes in the back if that feels better. Inhale, tiny squeeze in the glutes to help open the hips. Exhale back, child's pose. A few more times just like this. Inhale to come forward. Exhale down. It's kind of like the ebb and flow of this grief, this loss that we're managing. Some days we're okay and we can face the sun and everything's fine, and some days we just want to keep to ourselves. Kind of like in child's pose. Just do this one more time, this ebb and flow. Night and day. Inhale, exhale, black and white. Gotta have both. Life and death. And then get your bellies all the way down. Make a pillow with your hands, one on top of the other. Place your forehead or a side of your face down. Lift your feet off of the mat and find a windshield wiper left and right. few more times on each side. And slowly plant the feet down. Slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Come into your quadruped. Let's just do a couple of cat-cows, okay? Inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze, open your chest, be open. Same thing, this ebb and flow. Exhale, turn inward, push the floor away, tuck the toes. Tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, drop belly, lift the gaze. Keep your fingers spread. Exhale, round the spine. One more time, inhale. Exhale, round. And slowly come to center, untuck the toes in the back, get your knees towards each other. This time it's going to be a close-kneed child's pose. So dropping your forehead down onto something or on the mat, hands reaching out towards your feet. And again, rocking left and right. Couple of breaths more. And then we slide our hands underneath our shoulders, gently rise with our torso and our head. Come back into that seated position that we did at the start. Crossing at the shins or however that might have looked like. You can grab that piece of belonging or that picture, whatever it is, you can place it in front of you. Again, if that only helps your practice, if not, if you chose to forgo that, that's totally fine. Cup one hand on top of the other. Again here, I just want to invite you to just sit. Sit with whatever it is that's going through your head. Sit through the words that you may have said to the people around you as you're going through this challenging time, this challenging emotion. I want you to also just sit and be okay with not being okay. I invite you to just sit and also be okay with also being okay. Because some days we do feel better. Some days we feel like we are managing our lives again. And things may go back to where they were before the feeling of loss happened. But that's how we maneuver in life. And we just honor that. We just sit with that thought. And if that renders a smile, let it do so. If it renders a tear, let it do so. If it is hurtful, if it is something, just make sure to look at it like a cloud. And just like life, that is temporary, let it pass. Please press your palms together at heart center, thumbs touching your chest, bow down towards your hands. My hope is that you felt supported, you felt safe, and you felt like you were not alone in this entire practice. Grief is a very individual experience, but is a shared event in everyone's life. Please bow down to your practice. Thank you so much for taking this class and for healing yourselves and for addressing whatever it is inside that needs to be addressed and needs to be released. I bow down to you. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Till next time, I hope you feel better. Take care and bye.